everybody, and welcome back to the Robert Cheeke Show. I'm your host, Robert Cheeke, where your personal best happens every day. Today is Monday, September 28th, and I'm back in Portland, Oregon, back in action, making it happen. Just got back from the 2009 Mr. Olympia, where my friend Jay Cutler won for the third time. Three-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler. It was awesome to be there. So today I'm just going to give you a quick recap of what I was doing in Las Vegas, why I was there, who I was working with, what I was doing, and some of the cool things that went on. So, a while back I started working with Bodybuildingcom. Some of you know that through my job with Vega. I got Vega on the Bodybuilding.com website. So they're carrying Vega, it's doing well, we're moving lots of product, that's exciting, that's good. And one way that I thought to move more product, in addition to just their website and doing some posts like on Facebook and my website and other places that I've done, which many of you have supported, and I appreciate that very much, by the way, is to actually go out there and go to these events, like the USA Championships, the Mr. Olympia, the Arnold Classic, etc. So I contacted Bodybuilding.com and said, hey, what do you think about having me come represent Vega at these shows? And they said, great. In fact, they gave me a list of shows. They said, hey, come out to the USA Championships in Las Vegas in July. So I did. I showed up there, and we had a great time. It was just me and Bob Ciccarello and Miss Fitness America and 3 other IFBB Pro fitness models at that show. And it went really well. You know, we had a lot of fun. I did a good job. I made a great first impression, etc. All that stuff. We moved Vega products. I helped them with other products, helped run their booth. And then they called me and said, hey, Robert, you've got, you know, what just can't be taught, but we can't teach someone. You've got all these intangibles, whatever. We want you back at the, with Bodybuilding.com. We want you back, and we want you at the Olympia. And I said, okay, great. I'll be at the Olympia. So I did. I went out to the Olympia, and it's an event I go to often anyway to go support Jay Cutler, Troy Alves, and other bodybuilders like Tony Freeman that I've got to know over the years and want to see them compete and do well anyway. So anyway, I got this trip, covered with Vega, Bodybuilding.com, kind of coming together and helping me out, and that's what I was out there for. I was out there working for Bodybuilding.com. We had like an 80-foot booth. I was working right alongside Bob Ciccarello, Jamie Eason, Mike O'Hearn, Charles Glass, Dorian Yates, who else? Jerome Ferguson, a whole bunch of others. We had a really good time, a really good crew, a really good time. I especially enjoyed working right next to Mike O'Hearn. A really nice guy. He's a Titan, I believe is his name, on the American Gladiators. He's been on 400 magazine covers, 4-time Mr. Universe. He's a bodybuilder. He's a strongman. He's a TV actor, a fitness model. He's really kind of done it all, and he's super nice, funny, fun to be around, cool guy. So Mike O'Hearn, awesome working with you, man. And Jamie Eason's super sweet. I've seen her before, hadn't really worked with her before. Really, really nice woman. She's the kind of fitness model, like the face of Bodybuilding.com, along with Bob Ciccarello, and she was really cool. Dorian Yates, of course, has what I've said for a long time, my favorite physique of all time. Sometimes I go back and forth. I go, okay, Flex Wheeler had my favorite physique, or Jay Cutler, or Dorian Yates, whatever. But either way, Dorian Yates, 6-time Mr. Olympia, one of the greatest physiques of all time, one of the greatest bodybuilders in history. He was working at our booth too. So that was cool. And Charles Glass, of course, one of the greatest personal trainers ever, trains a lot of these pro bodybuilders in the IFBB, and he is out in Venice. I see him 5 times a year out at Venice Gold's Gym, hanging out. He's working out there, living out there, and so it's fun to work with him. And of course, Bob Ciccarello, who I've seen probably aside from Jay, who's a friend of mine, Mr. Olympia, and Troy Alves, my old personal trainer, I'd say Bob Ciccarello is the guy I see more than anybody. I've seen him at the gym, I see him at health expos, I see him at bodybuilding shows. We work together now with Bodybuilding.com. Great time. So anyway, those are some of the people I worked with. And we worked for 2-day expo, and maybe 30,000 people, maybe more. I overheard Bob saying we had the largest crowd ever for Mr. Olympia in the audience, and Expo maybe had the same, 40,000 people there, and maybe 5,000 to 10,000 in the audience, and it was an awesome show. It was super, super competitive. I know some of you have been following the Mr. Olympia. You knew that there were 5 or 6 or 7 guys who could have won. Who knew Branch Warren would have come in second? And he wasn't even considered in that list of top 6 guys who are going to be number 1, 2, 3 kind of kind of area. And some of the guys who were considered to be in the top didn't even make the top 15. It was that competitive. And it was super awesome to be there. And I'm going to post some videos later. For me, it was awesome because Jay and I go back about 8 or 9 years. And I loved seeing him win and being able to celebrate and run over and give his wife a hug and then be the first one to give him a hug when he came out to greet the audience. And he had some awesome things to say to me or about me, even to the camera, which you'll see later in videos for me. So that was great to be there with Jay on this big day. I've been there, the first guy to give him a hug when he lost to Ronnie Coleman, the first guy to give him a hug when he lost to Dexter Jackson, and this year the first guy to give him a hug when he won for the 3rd time. So to be and to send him a text message, to be the first person to send him a text message that says congratulations, you know, on winning for the 3rd time. So that was awesome. So all in all, we had a really productive time. I had another great time with Bodybuilding.com, with the whole crew. I enjoy working with those guys, the men and women of that company, and they're growing, they're doing great things. They're supporting me, they're supporting Vega, they're supporting plant-based nutrition, and that's exciting, and that should just continue to kind of steamroll ahead, and good things should come from that. So a really fun, really exciting time at the Olympia. Of course, I was missing my girlfriend Julia, who was here in Oregon, but I'm back now. She picked me up at the airport late at night, so I appreciate that. Julia taking the time to come late to the airport to get me, and it was great to see you. So anyway, back home in Portland, lots to do. I've got like 6 interviews I need to complete. One for someone in Italy, Germany, Chicago, Seattle, Portland, and I know there's another one. And then Alicia Silverstone just sent something today, and I've got other things I've got to do. It's just a busy, busy week, and then I'm off to San Francisco on Friday, so I'll have a couple shows throughout the week, then off to San Francisco, and then back, and then off to Canada, and then back, and then I think I'm here for a week or 2, and then off to Boston, which was going to be awesome, Boston Veg Fest, to meet up with some of you from the website, to have a veganbodybuilding.com booth there, as well as Vega booth. So lots of stuff coming up. But I just wanted to check in quickly, say I'm back in action, making it happen. In fact, I'm going to get some food and get to the gym. I was eating like crazy in Las Vegas, inspired by all these guys that were 3 times my size. So seeing all these big guys, competitive bodybuilders and fans, it really helped me get back into it. And I had a busy weekend there, and now I got to get busy in the gym and busy in the kitchen and make some food and start growing again. So thank you for watching. Have a great week. Check out our fan page on Facebook, veganbodybuilding.com fan page. A lot of fun stuff going on there. It's right there on the computer. Check it out. We'd love to have you there, and have an outstanding week. Whatever you do, just go out there and hammer it and nail it until you get it. This has been the Robert Cheeke Show, where your personal best happens every day. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.